Hey everyone, let's do the Fallen God of War, Dark Odin. I'm not quite sure whether I'll ever post this video. It's for insurance, it's a super high score video, and if I take my Darkwing Dragon video as a benchmark with minus 21 or with 21% downvote ratio at the time of making this video, I don't feel like people deserve any guide anymore on Dark Vision bosses, especially the harder ones. But that's just me. Anyway, fair warning, I know where people started to dislike my Dark Dragon video. It happened exactly when they realized I used 2 Knights of Grandchild cards. This video is even more, this team is even more expensive than the Dark Dragon video, so yeah, enjoy. Or downvote right now and fuck off the stream. Anyway, oh, by the way, I can swear all I want because I don't monetize my videos anymore. So I have zero incentive to post this anyway. So, this is a team I'll be using. It's a 14-turn rotation. It's a blast from the past if you are still around. With the spell tricks and lots of fun stuff. With song hiding as well. So, yeah, let's check it out. The gearing. Everybody on the team needs at least 30% dark resistance in either form for turn 10, I believe. Yeah, it should be turn 10 or 11, one of them. So Esther, and also everybody has to be immune to disease in their safe form, which is for Esther the Brave Shift, but she's also immune to it naturally in base form. Because the boss also does this stuff. We also need 50% evasion on the tanks, which are Esther and Son. So that's easy. So this is Esther's base gear. And yeah, she's using the Knight's card. And she is at 275 beast, 300 human, maxed out LB. I wonder if I can fit in 300 beast killer, but I don't think I can. Brave Shift, she's geared for defense, lots of it actually, but I don't need it anymore, so I might just go for more LB fill rate, I don't know yet. Moonshade Earring for the immunities. And yeah, she has 170. The boss imperils us to dark by, I believe, 200%. But taking a fair bit of damage is fine anyway, as long as it's below 5k. So that's the gear. Mastermind Xon, Krillix Scrunchy to be immune. He's on President's Livery. Probably not needed, but he's also passive provoke evading, secondary tank, so to speak. So he's got a mix of tanking and DPS, as you can see. He's on Diablo Strategy for 200% dark resistance too. So he's got enough, I hope. And even if he takes a bit of damage, it's gonna be tiny. He has no vision card. I'm not that much of a tryhard. So yeah, Zon has 100 beast and 75 human. And 75 LB damage, so he's just chipping in. Lara Croft is on Judgment Staff. Tyrus' Spirit, dual cast, you don't need Manufactured Nephesite. I tried to Nephesite the Dark Imperil, but that does not work. Using her own card. So in base form, she has 300 LB fill rate, 900 fill. Decent, I'd say. Brave Shift, she's on a sword build. Let me just quickly check something. Yep, so that's all good. Indestructible Light, she easily gears for 300 human, 250 300 beast, 250 human. Probably possible to get this to 300 somehow. I'm not seeing how yet. but not fully optimized yet in terms of gearing. Maybe there is a way. Next up, Knights of Grandchild on Seraph stuff. Knights of Grandchild start in Brave Shift, so the Seraph stuff only applies on turn 6, because on turn 5 they're shifting back, and the Seraph stuff above comes into play on turn 6, because it's boss turn 5 where it applies, and player turn 6. And we're gonna need this for Freyevia, who is the only one without immunity to disease in her Brave Shift. Alright, he's on Lion Emblem, which is important. Type is a Spirit as well. Blue Wave for Chain Score, and has his own vision card as well. Brave Shift, full DPS, Ruler's thingy. He easily gears for 300 everything. So 300 Beast, 300 Human, maxed LB. Next up, Angela, base for magic boost. She too needs Lion Emblem. Let's also give her Krilly's Scrunchie. So we are Tamaguchi. She has 100 resistance. And yeah, Brave Shift, Azure Dawn, that's also Freyavia's STMR. I have 3 of them, so like I said, that's not cheap. The Premium Fina STMR, etc, etc, Jolly J Jacket, Cursed Doll, another Valued Memories. So yeah, she is at 250 Beast, 200 Human, as good as it gets, I guess. Maybe I can also increase that by some degree. I don't see yet how, but I'll probably figure it out at some point. And she's on Dark Rain's card, which is important for her. And lastly, Freyevia. Base form, she wears Obsidian Bracer. She's immune, as you can see, and the rest does not matter here. She's on the Crimson Dragon card. And Brave Shift, geared for full DPS with President's Livery. She super easily gears for Beast Human, by the way. So that's nice. 300 Beast, 300 Human, 300 LB. Alright, that's the gear. And yes, as you can see, she's the only one without disease immunity in Brave Shift, and that's why I'm using Seraph stuff, because we're gonna steal the buff with Master Magic Saw. So 14 turns, let's go. We do have a field or stage boost from the boss, it's 300% if I'm not mistaken. We have to push the boss on turn 2, because he will start doing nasty things. So turn 1 is preparation turn to push. Lara is going to use Queen of the Jungle, Mastermind Zorn will Bolting Strike. Both Knights and Angela will LB to stack. And Freyevia is going to Azure Preparation for LB fill. She basically does what Louise used to do. So we'll start off with Angela. We'll wait. Send. Ugh, I messed that one up. Oh well, that's fine. So let's fill the LB gauge. Alright, Esther on turn 1 is going to Electromagnetic, Boundless Stasis, and Shadowbolt. So we're only covering with Esther now, which is fine. She dodges the first hit. We have to push the boss, which is going to be a little bit trickier now. Let's hope we can still manage. So Freyevia starts with stasis, well, not stasis, but actually, let me just do her Voting Slice in this case. Okay, so everybody's, oh shoot, I should have sent Angela a lot sooner. Anyway, we can stack her, and Zorn is going to do Enshrouded by Darkness. Send. Okay, we pushed. That's good. We gotta be very careful though with the boss, as he has an 87% break on him right now. So this turn Esther limits for such that she can Omnicover next turn again. Mastermind Zone also limits for Mirage stacks. Knights of Grandsheld will just do Glorious Saber 3 times. I don't think I can fill LB on Angela. Let's see though. It's gonna be close, isn't it? Yeah. It's fine. I do have... Oops, wrong ability. I am prepared for this case, so it's fine. I'll just do... let's not consume caster's HP, let's just do silence. So that's fine if that happens, we do have more than enough leeway. So here's the all dark attack, but Esther immunes it anyway. Okay, we're going to shift Esther, refresh Omnicover, and double Shadow Bolt. We are going to do... I'm gonna shift back Lara, she has 2 stacks of LB anyway. Courageous Roar. We'll just do Glorious Saber. Angela has her LB filled. Freyavia is going to LB fill. And Zorn is just going to triple AR on this turn for LB crystals. Which there are many of, as you can see. Alright, so turn 5. Omnicover too strong. So on turn 5 we will get imperiled on the boss's turn 5. But that's fine. So we can actually, let me wait, we can reload. No, we can't reload. So Freyavia on this turn brave shifts and uses her limit burst for accuracy down. Esther does triple bolting impact. Mastermind Zorn is enshrouded by darkness. Lara does Courageous Roar. Knights of Grandsheld back in base form. Rallying Cry. And Angela does double slash to fill her LB gauge to full. There we go, we're in peril to dark, but that's fine. Because we will dispel ourselves. So that's the good old dispel trick. It's back, dark and dispelgar. On this very turn we still don't care about any buffs. There's 8 more turns to go regardless. So Esther is going to limit. Now because Esther is not omnicovering anymore, we need a few stacks of Mirage. Let's do that. Angela stacks, that's a 4th stack, we still need 1 more. But we should be able to get it. And Knights of Grandsheld do Rallying Cry. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. So Esther takes a little bit of damage, but it's totally fine. We are allowed to take a bit of damage. Alright, let's shift back Esther. Now on this very turn, Knights of Grandshell do have the buffs, as you can see, one more turn remaining. So what we're gonna do is Mastermind Zone is going to just survival mirror on survival mirror on Knights, survival mirror on himself, and yet again on himself, just to make sure that we can actually have all the buffs up. There we go. 3 turns, all we need. Good. Esther is not doing anything yet. We need more LB gauge, so preparation 4 times. Angela's LB is full and fully stacked. That's why it's nice for this case to have a little bit of leeway with her limit burst. Alright. And yeah. We'll do Courageous Raw. We'll do Rallying Cry. And Esther will Electromagnetic Shield, Shutterbolt, and Energizing Bunny. Alright, looks pretty good on Esther, so I think I can just guard her. Turn 8. Mastermind Azon will do Enshrouded by Darkness. We'll repeat these 2. Yep, Esther's LB is full, so we don't need to do... If your Esther LB wasn't full, it would be full after Freyevia, and if it still wasn't full, you would then shift back to base and do triple SR, but I have it on the turn sheet anyway, so relax. Yeah, so Angela is doing Latent Magic. Let me just think. We LB'd on turn 1, on turn 2, on turn 3, on turn... No, turn 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 5 stacks, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's 5 stacks. Perfect. So she's gonna do Latent Magic, which we're gonna need for next turn. Freyeva is just going to fill LB gauge, and Esther is just going to guard. Okay, so Darka, Elemental Wave Dark, nobody cares. Turn 9. Esther is going to limit, and we are going to quadcast. So I'm specifically using Dark because nobody has any Impulse to Dark. Blue Wave will do triple... No, we're gonna do Queen of the Jungle. And Freyevia is going to Preparation. And we'll do the chain score 3 to 6. Let's go. Should be a 115 chain. Or 117? I'm not quite sure anymore. We'll see in a second. There we go, 117. Okay, Mastermind is on. We're critical on Lara for the human and beast killer buff. Survival mirror on himself. And I guess elemental on himself for the dark buff. So as you can see, the reason why we do survival again on ourselves is the buffs. We need to extend them as well as we need to extend the dark resistance buff. So let's do that. Now I go, and as you can see, Poison, Sleep, blah 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 is back to max 3 turns. It's sad that the Seraph Staff buff only can last to 3 turns, not 5 like everything else, but so be it. Esther limits to refresh her Omnicover charge. Okay. We are Gucci. Turn 10. Let's shift back Esther. Angela's back in base, which is fine. We can just Rallying Cry now. Rallying Cry on Knights. We'll do Courageous Roar. Freyevia, turn 10, is just going to LB fill 4 times. So let's do that first. We need 45 LB gauge on Esther, which is almost impossible to do, honestly. Do we do it? At least we got Boundless Stasis, but I was hoping for Storm Defender, honestly. Yeah. It's fine. So we will critical on Zaun. We are going to elemental on Zaun and survival on Zaun, right? Survival was the correct one. Yeah. So we have to do this in order to extend the buffs until the very end for him, basically. And yeah, Esther, you don't use electromagnetic shield. The boss will imperil us again and we have to dispel ourselves. So you don't want to dispel your Omnicover. What we are going to do instead, now that Storm Defender isn't up, I will just I'll just guard her. She's passive provoking and I believe the boss doesn't do much. Yeah, it's Dark Gust, so nobody takes damage anyway. Okay, turn 11. We are imperiled, so Blast from the Past, Mastermind Zaun, Stealth. He gets out of here, which is fine. We will Dispel ourselves. We still have no critical buffs, so Dark and Dispelga. Reroute the Dispel to the team. Okay. And from here on out, we are starting to prepare for the burst. Now I realized I have the LB on my turn sheet for the 125 LB Light Imperil, sorry. But then I realized Freyevia has 135 Light Imperil on her kit anyway, which is, I believe, in Brave Shift. It's the Surkey Pressure, or what it's called, whatever it's called. So I can just do Rallying Cry. Angela on this turn, it's 11, can do Lion Emblem again. Freyevia is going to double prep, our Key Frost Blossom, and Insistence, which is a 50% buff. It's 300% LB buff for 5 turns. She is pretty good in that regard. So let's do these two first. Alright. Let's have Esther do Electromagnetic Shield, Storm Guardian, and Shadowbolt. Okay. Mastermind Zaun is back. We are going to do Volatile on Lara. Freyevia shift on this turn, where she's going to Engard 400% stats, which is important. We're gonna steal that. Flick for the Sword Imperil, and Aurora Key Pressure for the 88% Spirit Break, and the 2 Elemental Imperils that are necessary, Ice and Light. Tyvis, I'm going to say, not Tyvis. Knights of Grandchild, give it all we've got. They're 50% Light Amp and 250 LB buff. Angela starts storing magic. Esther can just guard on this turn, so let's do this. Use volatile ammunition last, by the way, so you don't deal too much damage to the boss. Mastermind Zorn is going to critical on Freyevia for the stats. He will... Let me just check. I have critical on Lara on my sheet, which isn't correct. Yeah, survival on self doesn't really matter anymore. He's immune anyway. But I can do it. There isn't much to do anyway. So critical on Freyevia, survival on himself, and projected mirror to Shadow Love. So everybody has full-on buffs now, 400% stats, 200% killers, and yeah, the good stuff. Esther can just guard here. She has nothing to do. She only covers all the stuff. Very nice. On this turn, Esther is going to double impact and calm before the storm. Let's hope she does not kill the boss, but she shouldn't. Good. Alright, so Mastermind Zone is going to a Galleon Spirit. Courageous Roar. Oh, not Courageous Roar, sorry. Ty vs. Spirit. Knights of Grandshell. Ty vs. Spirit. Angela. Last. Magic. Storing. And Gallant Spirit on Freyevia as well. Let's hope Lara can fill her LB. Oh, it's gonna be close. I hope Paws of Prosperity and Drank's Brush. Yeah, first time this happens. Oh my god. Yeah, I cannot fill the LB gauge, and everybody has used Tyvus. Full stuff, I guess. So this runs over. Great. Dawn Flourish, and yeah, she should be limit bursting, but she can't. And there is no way for me to fix this, because once Lara fills the LB gauge, this is over. So how can I fix this? I'm gonna need... There is no way to fit in Oh yeah, there is a way to fit in stupid Call of the Wild. Just replace Moodmaker, I guess. I'm gonna make a cut and show you the actual fight with... nothing changes at all. It's just that I'm gonna substitute Moodmaker for Call of the Wild, and that's gonna be the only change. So I'll be right back with the proper attempt. Alright, we're back. And this time with a full LB gauge on Lara. And also an imbued Mastermind Zone, which I forgot, but it's on the turn sheet anyway. So check that out below the like button. Yeah, so everybody on the team limit bursts basically. We're starting off with Angela, we'll then send in Fry, and then the rest basically. And the hardest part of the timing here is Lara and Knights, because both, or Knights of Grandshell first attack is rather fast, the second rather slow. So yeah, you'll see what I mean, hopefully. Let me just check the correct macro. There it is. So Angela goes first. Send Fry. Let's hope all of this worked, but it looks like it did. 64, please. Yep. There it is. So let's check the score. 11.1 billion. Yeah, that's okay. It's not my highest yet, I think. I think I had 11.3 or so, or 11.2. No, I had 11.2 billion yesterday on my test run. Yeah. Yeah, Cryavia didn't perform well. Knights of Grandchild, Esther, they can both roll rather high. This goes up to 16 billion according to my calculations, so... But the timing is hard, especially on Lara. I feel like Lara missed the mark still, but oh well. So there you have it. Yeah, it's not quite there. 384, I have 386, so yeah, 100 million was missing. Anyway, there it is, my clear for Dark Odin. And now that I have this posted, I will have my rank tank every minute starting half an hour from now. So enjoy, if you want to go to turn 14, that is. See you then, bye bye.